Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story tonight. Shams Charania is joining us at the broadcast table. Shams, it is so great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. Now a look at the stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Prince in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Chris Middleton is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Prince in at the three, the small forward. So the Bucks win the tip. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. And Lillard kicks to Giannis. Prince, right side. Lopez dishes to Prince. Kicks it out to Lillard. Lets the three fly, and the three ball is good.
Lillard can make it from that spot, and he can make it from much farther out, too. Wow.
You know, Shams, back in 2023, Giannis Antetokounmpo agreed to a 3-year extension to stay in Milwaukee. It keeps him with the Bucks until, what, 2027, I think?
Exactly, and it provides the Bucks with stability moving forward. And there was talk, if Giannis Antetokounmpo tests free agency in the summer of 2025, what does that hold for the future? But he commits. He made a strong statement in committing. But at the end of the day, Kevin, getting to the finals and winning another championship is the goal.
And they thought, Shams, that Dame was going to be maybe that thing that triggered that, but it certainly didn't play out that way.
Drew Holiday gets traded, and they clearly missed him. But with Damian Lillard and Giannis, you know you have a chance to at least compete for a championship.
A little pop and pep in his step after that one. Lopez going in with force.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Will it go? And Damian Lillard, good for the three.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Middleton finds Prince. From downtown, he can't hit that time.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Baseline jumper. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA and to a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looking, but thank you for your honesty in that.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Where he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Prince. The rebound by Prince.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight, and Coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clog lanes, but really all we can do is pray a shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
A combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Lillard. Averaging about 26 points per, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching the players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Bucks trail by 13. Is shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Kicks it out to Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Lillard's got 8 points.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And here's Prince outside. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Middleton. Still yet to score. Antetokounmpo, no good. Bucks leading by 15. Prince outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Now here's Prince. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And there it is for him.
You know, Prince is far from just a shooter and penetrator, folks. I mean, this guy's got a nice feel for how to play inside, too.
Here's Giannis after toiling Prince's bucket. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Giannis. His numbers are borderline ridiculous in the best way possible at the moment. He's averaging nearly 33 points a game, and he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the strike. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Prince. Trent's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Jackson in for Lillard. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Bucks trail by 15. Lets it go. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Five seconds left to play here in the first. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Jackson is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Jackson gets the bucket.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Jackson, first personal foul, second team foul.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. The Bucks working the ball around. And it's Green missing. Bucks leading by 14. Here's Portis. Hasn't made one yet. Drills the three-pointer. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That's someone, wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan.
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Antetokounmpo against Antetokounmpo. Good, nice job down low. Giannis has got 14 points.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Now here's Green. Trent outside on the top of the key. They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis just doesn't stop working. Plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
And that one's good by Lopez.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Jackson passes to Giannis. Middleton outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
There's Giannis after the basket by Milwaukee. And Giannis throws it down.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard him.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. With some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Prince comes in for Gary Trent. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Jackson. And then for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Taurean Prince comes in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Lopez. He has 5. And that's Prince. That time on the assist by Lopez. Prince has got 13.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me on.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Middleton finds Prince. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. A clear look here for Middleton. Connects on the 17-footer. Middleton's got his first points in this one.
Man, it's obvious that Middleton has great confidence. I mean, you can just see it oozing out of him. He's so good at catching the defense off balance and knocking down the catch-and-shoot jump shot. Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And stolen by Lillard. Jumps up, and the dunk by Prince.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Damian Lillard at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. No free throws good from Lillard. Here's Lillard. And so it's Milwaukee cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebound, getting down and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
You made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let's first take a gander at the rest of the NBA schedule for the night and what's in store. The Brooklyn Nets will go up against the Magic in Orlando. Tip-off is 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
And this could be a fairly competitive one.
Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
Let's face it, Giannis was just unguardable. His length, his strength, ability to get to the rim at will. Right now, he's running all over them.
You know, I've never said this before, but it's a big man playing huge.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times, it's to ignite it.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Chris Middleton is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Middleton outside for the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. They double him with Giannis. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
The slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard him.
Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Lillard looking around. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And here's Prince outside. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Prince has got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Milwaukee's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Basket counts.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
The Bucks have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Lillard, and Chris Middleton pulls it down. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 14-4 run. And here's Prince outside. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
And Milwaukee has possession. After the basket by Milwaukee. Kicks it out to Prince. Launches a 3. Connects from three-point range. Prince has got 12 points now in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Antetokounmpo against Giannis. Back to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Middleton's got 5 points so far.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Trent's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Trent's checked in for Prince. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
And the shot is good. He's got 5.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak, but I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Step back on that one and let it fly.
The ultimate competitor who loves getting the payback bucket. That's who Lillard is.
The high post shot. And the shot falls short this time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And another basket for Milwaukee.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
And Trent, no good on that one. Down low. Here's Green. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Trent. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Milwaukee on top, just dominating this one. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Jackson is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the 3. So it's the Bucks now. Got a piece of it. Livingston with it. Now Green defending. Pass to Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. And the Bucks, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Out left to the wing. And a wide open look for Portis. Off target from outside. And so Green will bring it up for the Bucks. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
When you look at the long strides and athleticism of Antetokounmpo, he gets coming at that goal. It's hard to stop him.
Here's Green after the basket by Milwaukee. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Giannis. Goes back up. And Portis with the layup.
You got to put a body on Portis or he'll wreak havoc on the offensive glass.
The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And here's Green outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Green's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for Milwaukee.
And those aren't the type of 3-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Giannis. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Livingston. Milwaukee's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And Milwaukee has possession after the basket by Milwaukee.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So, Greg, you played the point. In creative player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
And that one falls for Jackson. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Wright comes in for Jackson. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Green. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Trent. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Jackson dishes to Lillard. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And they pick up 2. And so it's Milwaukee with it. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Off target with the open look. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Connaughton. It's good.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Here's Lopez. After the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Trent gets the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Lillard. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Jackson, he's checked in for Green, and it's Johnson in for Wright. Here's Connaughton, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Middleton can't get it to go. Trent against Middleton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Jackson from long range. Drops it in. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Great individual performance. I guess you're going for another MVP, huh?
Hey, I try not to think about it that much. My mindset is do my job, do whatever it takes to help my team win, and all I care about is that we gotta win.
Love the humble brag, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.